So this time we're gonna go through weekly challenge number 13. The challenge itself with a single input, it's actually a HTML page. Those are the things you're getting when you select a download tool from the website or in the backend, what the website shows. So you have a lot different components. You don't necessarily need to know the HTML or CSS formatting regarding to the thing. The whole idea is we try to pass out the information within the dataset. So we have some kind of information name, value, column. If we can click on there, we'll probably be able to see you have a lot of text, but usually TD, TR, those are kind of separators. I'll zoom in a bit. For the text, we should be able to use those as like a condition to pass into rows or components. On top, they pretty much said as well, you have anything with a TD segment is the one you try to use. So let's give a try to see how we're gonna pass the things. Anytime you to do with passing, either you go for regex or you can go for text to columns. For us, personally, I usually go for regex now. I find it's a bit more flexible regarding to the thing you want to get. As I mentioned, they say TD. It's the thing to separate out. So maybe we should just do a TD to uh, capture any components within the TD segment. For anything between TD, just return that for me. For the things we're going to use color tokenize, and we're going to do split to rows. So it's the same idea as text column. The text column decide what's the delimiter you want to use to pass. But regex allow you have more freedom to use text strings to pass out. Let's run it to see what kind of things we're getting. Did I select the right column? I did. HTML, we're looking for descriptions, case insensitive, split to rows. TTD. Too many Ds. Try again. Da, 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 da. So we're getting all the things we have. So the TD component, but they are not yet. I think this is going greedy. The tool will try to go from the first TD to the very last slash TD. To make it less greedy, we put a question mark, may or may not, to make sure it only start from TD and stop. So I think we have that's backslash TD. So rather than go all the way down, we try to probably capture, well, what are the TDs? Maybe something like that. Oh, probably it's a better choice, like something like this. In a string. So we can see this is the one combination, TD, TD, that's the one another combination. So we try to capture the small component. Clicked wrong. They still not gave me the thing I wanted. Is that to do with typo? Let's just copy paste this string first. Free TD. Do we need a space? We don't worry about space. Dot star, everything will capture. Then close TD. QV. It's the description field. Every time you see TD, case insensitive, tokenized split to rows. Oh, sorry. The question mark in the wrong place. May or may not inside. We want to capture everything. That's better. So whenever you want to be less greedy, you have a question mark. Just be careful where you to put on this stuff. Each component is passed out, so at least we can see it's formed as tables. Look at the final results. We have a type state, global ID, area name. Do we have those? We have a state. Uh, so presumably that's probably a pair, countries, global ID and some values, field name, MSA. So I think every two rows, we're probably going to need to skip the row number two. That's likely to be yeah, a table style, so it's a formatting row. We don't need it. Everything else, it's pairwise. We want to do. And John Doe shape polygon. Do we have John Doe shape polygon? Da, da, da. Class modified by person, shape as polygon. Yeah, so it's pairwise every two. So let's do. We can sample, or you can design a filter. We're gonna skip first two rows. Then everything else we have in total of 29 rows. Let's see. The first pair should be state and the country. We have a type is missing. Oh, what's the type? Let's have a look at this text. It's no, well, da, 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 da. Let's see what the type is. So we're getting most of the stuff we want. Just not entirely sure why the type is not passed correctly. So that's the type. We'll try to pass out anything started with TD. There's probably TD in the very start. So that's what happens when you play with regex. It does take a lot of time to figure out what's the structure and what's the correct pass the things. So table style, they probably have a TD in front of the table style. That's why this is passed incorrectly. Let's check. Why this is passed here? Yes, that's where the TD is. So we have TD components for the table style, blah, 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 all the things up to TR, TD. So I think that's the TD. This TD probably matched the very last TD. It tried to capture all the table format for the rest of the table. So it's like a big bracket. It's a bit annoying, but that better way to pass. Yeah, this string is the TD's pair. What we're interested this TD only. So to get rid of it, mm, so rather than skip the first two rows, we'll probably just manually modify the formula a bit. Let's skip only the first row. Then we have 28 rows. Let's practice a bit furthermore on the regex. Let's run workflow first. We don't actually need to worry about everything else. Everything else seems to, the rows below seems fine. It's just the first guy. We want to handle the issue. So what we're interested to get anything after the first TD. TD, we capture or stop. Yeah, let's use a formula. I do not want to create a new row. Sorry, new columns. Formula to handle the existing rows. So we can just regex pass. And the reason we use regex is if the condition is not satisfied for other things, they just bypassed it. So we don't actually need to worry about the remaining rows. Description. we have, there's only one row we really care that has a TD format. Then you have some kind of stuff which is Dosta. So basically that's a type. You finish with that. You finish under the type. Do they have a space? Yeah, no space, so it's good. In F you have matched that, then give me $1. Everyone else just stay as this because I don't think anyone else has a TD in the component. Probably not sufficient. TR. Think. Sorry. So yeah, they mentioned most of the TD tags. There are some of the TR tags. We probably need to split it by TR first, then split by TD. But now in this particular data set, we can probably just do as it is. Hmm? TR, TD. Not the best of December. Let's just do that thing. Everything dot star, yes, TR. So for regex, replace it too much. Got to regex match first, then do the regex logic. As you can see in the results pane, everyone else has no such pattern that's in the regex pass, so they are ignored. That's good. What we have, the next thing we want to do is, because we know that it's pairwise in the row, so we want to eventually pivot wide. To be able to pivot wide, we need to count some kind of grouping field. There's different way we can do it. You can use multi-row, but personally, let me recommend you to use a tiles tool. Tiles I use almost for the sake of group by and the record ID. The record ID just add regardless the grouping field. Depends on the setup. So for us, we in this particular case we know it's a 28 rows, so we know we can actually split into 14 pairs of number. So we can select to create. I think it's equal records. How many tiles you want to do? I want to do 14 tiles. So how many groups you want to do? I want to do 40 groups. We don't have any group by any sorting column, so that's fine. We'll do as it is. So you can see that's basically pair one, item two. So item one is the header, item two is the value. That's good. That means we can actually use them to pivot and study handle the structure as it is. Now, the one way to do it, let me look. The find answer what they're looking for. Yeah, they're looking for just type and the values. So we have a long format. We can just pivot wide. So long to wide. We're looking for each group. So each tile number, that's each group we want. What do you want as the header? I think header is 1212 probably does the job. So we're going to get sequence number. Sorry, wrong. Group by the tile number, yes. The header should be the sequence number, the value should be the description. Concat should be fine, that should be unique. Probably sort a bit. Okay, let's run workflow. So we should have 14 rows. Now, now value 4000, then 32. Oops, sorry. Now values 42, 4032. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. So if you talk about now value, should be now. In this case, it's a very standard string, so we can just manually replace with a formula statement. So we're looking for column 2. What do we want? We want if statement. If the column 2 equals this particular string, then we want to replace the null value. Else keep the column 2. Lastly, what do you want? They want call record. Oh, they still want the record ID. Okay. So make sure we select record ID because if you have like JSON file, you probably have multiple records, or even web page, you probably have multiple page. You next page, next page. Record ID is the for that purpose. The yeah, so record ID, type number. They don't care about type number, so they don't care the order of the columns. And this is the workflow for number setting. Thanks for watching.